You're about to take action with Travis Otto, the only podcast that turns your goals into your reality. Welcome to So What's Your Goal?
Welcome to So What's Your Goal? I'm your host, Travis Otto. I'm the hostess with the mostest. I'm going to be bringing you the things that are going to help you hit your goal. That's what it's all about, man. So today I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about life today. I've been going through some changes and some motions of the oceans, and it's just been a difficult time the last couple of weeks. You know, everybody goes through difficult times, right? But mainly I'm just kind of here to tell you a little bit more about me and where I'm from and what I've done and where I'm going and how you can get there with me if you want to go where I'm going, if we're on the same path, the same destination. You know, I feel like my destination's worth going to. It's not the same for everybody, but my destination is going to be pretty freaking cool and you're going to want to go with me. So here's the deal. Growing up in Las Vegas, that's where I'm from. So I grew up in Las Vegas. I spent from ages like 10 to like 28, 29 ages. I grew up in Vegas. Yeah, ages like 20. I moved to Vegas when I was like 8 years old, and I lived there for like over 20 years. I moved away when I was 29, just turned 30, and growing up in Vegas is an interesting place, man. It's one of those places where, like, as I've gotten away from Vegas, I've learned to appreciate Vegas a lot more because it's a new modern city and not... Okay, so here's the deal. I grew up on the West Coast. There's the West Coast, there's the East Coast, and then there's the Midwest. The Midwest, I don't know who wants to live in the Midwest. I don't know. Most of the Midwest is just like, nah, not my style, not my thing. But the East Coast is cool. It's historical. It has cool shit to look at. You know, it's way more densely populated, though. Negative. A lot more natural disasters happen out here. Hurricanes, tornadoes. You know, you still have all the mudslides, rains, flooding, lightning, you know, bugs. You have hella fucking bugs out here. It's fucking ridiculous. And mold, algae. Like, there's a lot of, like, things that are just, like, on the East Coast that you don't have to deal with on the West Coast. Growing up in Vegas, anyway. Like, there's just big differences. You know, the East Coast, roads are an afterthought. You know, they're like, oh, shit, we need to have roads in the town. You know, because everything was built before there was cars, and so it wasn't built right to have cars. Versus Las Vegas was built in the last, like, you know, 50, 60, 70 years. You know, cars have been around since Vegas was there, and so Vegas was built around cars. So there's always enough parking, there's wide enough lanes, the traffic is okay, and, you know, it's a good city to grow up in. It makes you numb to all the other, you know, luxurious bullshit that's out there, because like Las Vegas is one of those cities where it's like it's a resort town. So like everywhere you go, like it's supposed to be like the best of the best. It's supposed to be the nicest resort, the biggest, the fanciest, the newest, the cleanest, the most expensivest, as 2 Chainz would say. But it's had, like, I've grown up there, it just gives you a different perspective on things, you know, where people come to Vegas to party. You know, you grew up in Vegas so you could party whenever you wanted to. It's just different, you know? And for me, I got really tired of Las Vegas because I wanted change. It's the same thing over and over again. It's a 24-hour town. You go out, you party, you drink, you go to the nightclubs, you go to the beach club, you go to the day club, you know? And if you have a boat, you go to the lake. Well, I did all those things. And outside of that, in Las Vegas, what is there to do? I mean, they've got all the same shit that any other town has. They've got, you know, movie theaters, parks, gyms, outdoor activities, hiking, mountain biking, climbing, all that sort of shit. Most places have pretty much all the same shit, so it just kind of comes down to what sort of city do you want to live in, whether it be new, old, small, large. It's mainly about the location, like your atmosphere, your environment is what matters to me. And growing up in the desert, believe it or not, seeing the sun 365 days a year, bright and shiny, its smiling fucking face, it can get fucking depressing. And so I was just like, at the end of it, I was like, dude, I'm burnt out on Vegas. I'm burnt out on all the city, the partying, the lights, the day clubs, the drinking. I was burnt out on Vegas culture. And I wanted to be near the water. And I'm still not where I want to be. I'm living in Louisiana. And Louisiana is a hell of a state. It's one of these states that I don't know why people live here. You know, it's a cool place. It's a cool place. I don't know what the draw is. It's kind of like, I guess it's a party town like Vegas, you know, where, you know, people come here, they like to party, they have festivals, they drink, they eat the food. You know, both Vegas and New Orleans have quote-unquote good food, although Vegas has much better food, in my opinion. There's more variety. Everything is, like, top-notch, or at least it's supposed to be, and if it's not, then it gets bumped out. Whereas down here, it's just like, oh, if it kind of sucks, like, people are still going to go to it because they don't know any better. Like, there's good food in New Orleans, don't get me wrong, but Vegas has better food overall. They just do. I'm sorry. Love me or hate me. It's the damn truth. Vegas has better food than New Orleans. Actually, Vegas probably has better food than most places in the United States. It probably has better food than most places in the world, just because, like, if you think about Las Vegas as a whole, it's everybody's coming there trying to make it, trying to make their name, trying to get on the Las Vegas Strip, you know. Everybody there has a hustle, a drive, and a grind, and they want to, like, you know, make shit happen. At least a lot of people do. Not everybody. You know, not everybody's like that, but a lot of people have like that pick up, let's go, I gotta work, I gotta fucking make money, I need to do this, 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 and this. Like, everybody's on the go. Down here in Louisiana, it's the total opposite, dude. They're like, fuck, it's Mardi Gras. And then after Mardi Gras, it's St. Patrick's Day. And then they've got the Italian-Irish, you know, parade. And then they've got a parade for Easter. And then they've got a parade for... Every weekend there's a fucking parade and there's a party and there's a festival. Like, these people down here, they just party nonstop. Similar to Vegas, which I thought I would get along with. But when you're done partying and you just want to, like, hustle and make money, like, there's not a lot of hustle and make money people down here. As a matter of fact, many people down here have told me that just getting someone to show up to work on a Monday morning is hard as hell. Like, good luck trying to find good people who are motivated, who are dedicated, who want to, like, you know, excel and progress and do big things in life, because everybody down here is living in the big easy. That's what they call it, the big easy. And they just take it easy, man. And I don't fucking like that. It's fucking annoying. Like, I want hustlers, go-getters. Like, let's fucking make shit happen, dude. So down here, it's just kind of like a really chill vibe. And maybe I just haven't met the right people. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, coming from an environment where everything's like the newest, the greatest, the best, the nicest. You know, people want to look good. They want to feel good. They want to eat healthy. There's nice fucking gyms. There's no nice gyms down here in Louisiana. There's none, dude. Like, New Orleans people, they don't fucking work out. They don't know what a nice gym looks like. They've never been in one. So, I have a lot of shit to say about Louisiana, man. It's definitely making me appreciate the things that I had, and, you know, changing my opinions on certain things, and just really giving me a little bit of perspective and appreciation for what the West Coast offers. Out here, roads are fucked. Highways are fucked. Infrastructure is trash. Taxes are high. I mean, taxes are high and the city still looks like shit. Homeless people all over the damn place. Crime running rampant. It's just like one of those towns that, like, dude, this place is so screwed. Why do people live here? You know? Then on top of that, you get hit with hurricanes, you know? So every couple of years, like, the place just gets destroyed. And they rebuild it. And they built this fucking town on a swamp. You know, it's fucking crazy. But growing up in Las Vegas, man, it had me numb to all the nice shit. And leaving Las Vegas and living in a place that doesn't have anything nice going for it, in my opinion, it's really made me appreciate that. Now, I have lived in Florida. I've spent like 6 months in Tampa in 2021, and I lived in Clearwater Beach. That was great. They have nice shit. They have nice gyms. They have nice places to go. Like, it's beautiful down there. It's worth all the bullshit. And also, it's Florida. Florida's way better than fucking Louisiana. Florida's honestly probably one of the best states in the United States, in my opinion. But yeah, I just want to get on here and tell you guys about, you know, Florida and Vegas and Louisiana and where I'm at in my journey. My ultimate goal is to get down to Florida. I want to live on the eastern side of Florida. I want to be, you know, near the hustle and the grind of Miami. They have a little bit more, like, flex, you know, like, people want to look good. They want to eat healthy. They want to have fun. It's like Vegas, but Vegas on the ocean. You know what I mean? And so I'm trying to get closer to Vegas on the ocean. New Orleans is like Vegas in the swamp. New Orleans is like Pahrump. If you guys ever been to, if you guys ever been to fucking Pahrump, Nevada, or Reno, Nevada for that matter, it's more like Reno. Let's call New Orleans like Reno, Nevada. There's nothing fucking here. There's no reason to live here, and I don't know. It's just, I could talk about this shit for fucking days, you know. But I don't know. So moving on. Growing up in Vegas is cool. A lot of fun, a lot of partying. It's just one of those things where you start to appreciate things after you leave. And I don't want to move back by any means. I want to move forward, because I know moving back would never be the same. It's not going to be how it was. It's going to be different. So I want to continue to move forward. I want to get to Florida. I want to get to the beach. I want to get on the boat. Like, it's all about getting to Florida, getting the boat, and sailing around the world for me. That's what it's all about. So I'll tell you guys a little bit about, what I've done, because I feel like it's important, because I'm launching a lot of programs. I just started doing some coaching in the past couple of months. I'm working with a few people right now on a coaching program that I have going on. It's one-on-one coaching, hour sessions, 4 times a month, once a week. I do custom stuff, here and there. So whatever you need, like, I'm letting you know that I do multiple things now. But how I got to this position where I'm at today is, I want to say, first of all, is like, I'm not a fucking, I'm a college dropout at the end of the day. Okay, I didn't finish college. I went to college and I realized, like, dude, there's so many fucking ways to make money, and I'm only going to college to make money, and I realized that I don't need college to make the money. You know what I mean? So once you realize that you don't need college to make the money, then your brain starts wondering, well, what the fuck, if I don't need college, then why am I going? You know what I mean? So dropped out of college, found something that started off as an hourly job, turned into a career, so I thought. And, what I did is I worked for an extended warranty company. We specialized in tires and wheels. That's what we did. So we would sell you warranties for your tires and for your wheels. So like, you go to a discount tire or something like that, and they offer you like extended warranty for your tires. That was the company that I worked for. Something like that. And what my job there is I was there to find new companies, dealerships, businesses, agencies, so I mean independent people, because the extended warranty world is kind of interesting, actually. So when you buy an extended warranty, a few things happen. Before you buy this extended warranty, a lot of things happen. So number one, there is the warranty company. So the warranty company is first, okay? The warranty company looks for agents, number one. So they look for independent agents, or like salespeople. They look for independent salespeople to visit dealerships around the country. So dealerships, businesses, that sort of stuff, who might be able to sell extended warranties for them in exchange for money. So they say, hey, Mr. Agent, if you're able to sign up some dealerships to offer our products to their customers, we will pay you to do that. And so my job was to find agents, to find dealers, so that way we could sell more extended warranties. The more extended warranties that we sold, the more money that we made. And in turn, the more money that I made at some point. And so my job was ultimately to find new people to help us sell our warranties, because you need a team of people. So I think at the peak, like, I had probably, between agents and sub-agents and like all the accounts I was working with, I was probably managing, over 100 accounts just myself. And then we had other people, helping that. But I was managing well over 100 accounts, and, helping people find new business, helping people develop the business, teaching people, training people, showing them how to sell warranties, how to make claims, how to, make the whole process work and beautiful and seamless. We were like a do what's right kind of company. So at the end of the day, we wanted the customer to be happy, because if the customer wasn't happy, then we're not going to be happy, because the dealership's not going to sell. And so it's all about the customer. The end customer, you, the consumer who's buying the policy, needs to be happy with it. If you buy a policy and it doesn't work because the warranty company denies the claims, then guess who's going to get the heat? The guy who sold it to you. So does the guy who sold it to you want any heat? Hell no, he doesn't want any heat. So that means that we had to do a really good job taking care of the customers. My job and probably in the peak of everything that I was doing, I had, I don't know, 40 some agents working underneath me, another 50 some dealers, and between the agents they had another probably 200 dealers, so I had a lot of accounts signed up underneath me helping me make money, and I did that for a really long time. It was good, it was fun, it paid pretty good, and I got to travel a lot, got to go all over the country, learned a lot. I got to meet tons and tons of millionaires, meeting the owners of dealerships and businesses and agencies. You're just surrounding yourself with people who are high achievers, people who think more, do more, dream higher, bigger, just people who want to do bigger shit in life. And that's kind of what ended up ultimately getting me here, was just hanging out with so many people who were making all this money. And I was like, dude, I'm making money, but I'm not making that kind of money. How the fuck do I make that kind of money? And, my employer at the time just made it all about the money, and ultimately it just came down to the money, and the money wasn't there. So I was like, fuck, I got to get the fuck out of here. I have enough knowledge, skills, training, know-how, networking, people in contact with that, I could easily go start a business on my own. And so ultimately that's what I did, where, I became the guy, the agent, because when you can walk into a business, I'll give you an example. When you can walk into a business and you can say, hey man, let me ask you a few questions, Mr. Dealer. So when I say business, I'm talking about dealerships, right? So when you can talk to a dealer, you can walk in, imagine this, you walk into a dealership, okay? It could be, Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, Chevy, whatever it is, an RV dealer, a power sports dealer down the road. And you can tell them, hey, Mr. Dealer, let me ask you a few questions, because what I do is I help companies like you make more money. And they're like, oh yeah, you're blowing smoke. We're already good. We've got that. We're covered. I was like, no, for real. I can actually help you make more money. Here's how I can do it. So let me ask you a question. So how many units do you sell a month? And he'll say, oh, we sell, 100 cars a month. I was like, okay. Are you guys selling any extended warranties? Yes. The dealership says they sell extended warranties. Okay, great. So I can talk to them, ask them some questions about what they're doing, what they're selling, or what they're not selling. And based upon what they tell me, I have numbers in my head. I'm like, dude, okay, if we trained your finance manager just a little bit better, if I set you up on this program, which is a profit sharing program, or a program like this, which is, there's so many variations of options out there for these dealers that I have access to. And when you can walk into a dealership and you can legitimately prove to them that you can help them make more money. I'm not talking about chump change. Many of my accounts, it comes down to hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars per year that I'm able to make them when they do business with me. And that's pretty freaking cool, okay? Let me tell you why. I am an essential fucking employee to the world. Let's talk about 2008 crisis, 2009, whatever that was, when the government bailed out a car company, when they bailed out General Motors. You know why they bailed out General Motors? Because they're too big to fail. When a company's too big to fail, the reason why they're too big to fail is because they have so many people and so many employees relying on these cars getting sold, manufactured, bought, fixed, refurbished, repainted, redone, worked on, traded. People depend on this with their life, that the auto industry continues. I help. Let me show you how. So if you have a dealership who is selling a lot of cars, there's a lot of overhead to selling a lot of cars, okay? Number one, you have to have the property, okay? You have to have a license, but the property. Most of these dealerships that you guys are buying cars at, are they in, small little podunk towns, way off some dirt road lot that you can't find, that's cheap land? Hell no. This is prime real estate along the highway, where it probably costs hundreds of thousands of dollars a month just for the rent for that place, plus maintenance, plus upkeep, plus the building. So, it could be, insurance, licensing, taxes. It could be $500,000, $1 million a month that the dealership is paying just in operational expenses. Then they've got employees. Most of these dealerships are employing 50 to 500 people at a dealership, depending upon how big they are. But I would say minimum probably the small guys, maybe 25. The average, 50 to 100 people. 50 to 100 people, all with families. So you're talking about 300 people, 400 people per dealership. You know that is relying on people buying cars, getting cars, servicing cars. It's a whole fucking industry that feeds the families. Like, I guarantee you, half the people listening to this podcast, everybody listening to this podcast has a fucking car, been in a car, bought a car from a dealership, bought an extended warranty. Something has gone along the lines where you've supported this industry. Dealers are a fucking backbone to this country. So when times are tough, okay, and inventory is high or low, like if there's a lot of inventory, there's a cost to having a lot of inventory on a dealership. If there's not enough inventory, then there's not much for them to sell, and that's going to hurt the families who rely on the dealership. Okay, this is about the families that rely on the dealership and the auto industry as a whole and the manufacturers just to get by, just to pay their bills. I can help a business, a dealership, make substantially more money with a program that I'm on, that I can put them on, so that way they can afford to keep the lights on, they can pay the bills, they can pay their employees. And you may think to yourself, oh, dealers have so much fucking money. A lot of them do, but there's times when dealers go through tough shit and they need extra revenue and income sources so that way they can stay afloat. Realistically, what I do with the profit centers that I make helps the dealers, which helps the families, which helps you, because I can help that business make more money so they can keep their doors open longer, so they can reduce some of their overhead expenses, so they can give their employees some bonuses, so they can keep key people, so they can build and expand and service you, the customer. I'm essential to that process, just like you're essential to the process of buying. You've got to buy, the dealership's got to sell. They can't live without each other. You can't have a car without a dealership, and the dealership can't have a car without you. They can't have a dealership without you, is what I mean. So helping businesses make money is fucking awesome. I get so pumped about it. The more, like, if I can walk into a dealership and show them, hey man, if you just did this, this, and this, you tweak these 3 things, I can help you make an extra $500,000 this year. Would that help you out? Hell yeah, that would fucking help me out. So when you can do that, that's pretty fucking cool. And that's what I get excited about, is helping businesses make money like that. Because over the years, I've had all this experience working with dealers, working with extended warranty companies, networking, meeting people all over the country. And it's just been an exciting experience to the point where I have enough knowledge and experience and know-how to go out there and help businesses myself and, you know, make a nice little profit in the process. But here's the thing, I can't do it by myself. Just like you can't do everything by yourself. And so I've been out there, I've actually hired a couple people in the last couple of months to bring on to help me look for more dealerships to help. Now, it's one of these things, guys, where if you can help a business make $500,000 a year, $1 million a year, you're going to be able to make a little chunk of change yourself. And that's what I'm able to do. So if I can help a business make more money, I will make more money. And then if I can teach you, the end listener, how to do what I do, reach out to dealerships and help them the same way I can help them, and I can help you by giving you a paycheck. Now I'm helping tons and tons of people, where it's just, I don't know. I love the industry that I'm in. It's a lot of fun. I fly around the country. I meet people, I go to dinner, I network, and I talk a little bit about sales training, how-tos, what to-dos, what not to-dos, tweak things. Let me see your books, let me see that. And I help businesses make more money. So that way they can support the families who work there, they can support their children, they can have their dreams, and you can have a nice shiny car, RV, motorhome, travel trailer, fifth wheel, trailer, snowmobile, jet ski, boat, whatever, dude. Anything that's like recreational or automotive, I can help businesses like that make more money. And I can help other people who want to work with me make more money. It's pretty cool. So that's like what I've done, what I'm doing now. And ultimately my goal is to expand this into other industries. There's so many industries out there where extended warranties are becoming more and more relevant. You know, there's so many different industries that I can help because not every industry does what I do, and not everybody knows how to do the things that I do. So it's pretty interesting. So I don't know. This is all just in hopes that I can reach a place where I can live the life that I want to live. I can help enough people live the lives that they want to live, and I can help you live the life that you want to live. And so my goal is really just, it all comes down to helping people and making money. Like, I can't help anybody if I don't have any money, and if I can't help you make money, then I'm no help to you at all. Like, that's the cool thing about it, where it's like, I can only win if you win. If you don't win, then I don't fucking win. So you see, it's like an accountability system, accountability-able. You know, I'm accountable to help you make more money. And if I can't help you make more money, then I have no purpose in your life. And so I want to be valuable to you in that way, where I can hopefully give you something, a small little nugget of something, make you think, make you go, oh, uh-huh. And if I can help you do that, then it's going to help me, it's going to help you, it's going to help all of us. And at the end of the day, we can all be winners together, and we can celebrate. So that's why I get pumped up about, is just helping people make money. Like, my whole job is just to help people make money. I help businesses make money. I teach people how to make money. I teach people how to sell shit. I teach people how to buy shit. I teach people how to make more money, how to improve their bottom line, how to have a better life, how to improve their quality of life, how to pay less taxes legally, how to be smarter, and just enlighten people. That's my favorite thing to do, is just like enlighten you. Like, dude, you're so fucking dense. Like, you didn't know this? No, I'm just kidding. A lot of people don't know, and you don't know what you don't know. And so I'm here to teach you what you don't know. And so that's why I get so excited about this stuff. So for me, if I can do that, if I can help enough people, then I can live my dream life. And my dream life is sailing around the world on a nice yacht. I want a Lagoon 77, look it up. It's like $4 million. It's pretty sweet. It's a sailing yacht. It's a catamaran. And if I can sail around the world in something like that, then my life will be complete. Me, my wife, on that yacht, sailing around the world. Fucking awesome. That's what I get. That's like what it's all about. Get to Florida, get the boat, sail around the world. You know, help enough people along the way, make enough friends so I'm not the only one there, and be valuable to people. You know, that's the one thing I can tell you guys. If you can't be valuable to people, then you're not going to be any value to yourself. So you need to find a place where you can be valuable to other people. And the more value that you can bring to people, the more invaluable you become. Like, you fucking are the man or the woman. Like, you have to, you know, like, people need you because you're so fucking valuable, you know? And I get passionate about, you know, getting people in gear and just kicking their ass and being like, yo, wake the fuck up. Like, smack you around, listen to me, I can help you, I know I can help you. I've worked with hundreds of businesses, thousands of people, you know, I can help you, I can teach you a thing or two. And so if you're in a place where you're not quite there, wherever it is you want to be, the first thing is you got to seek. And that's one thing that I run into with some of these business owners, is that they're so fucking arrogant sometimes. Not everybody. Most of them are pretty chill, and they'll listen to you and they'll hear you out. But there's some people who are just like so fucking narrow-minded, who just have the door closed. Like the doors of opportunity for them are just fucking slam shut. It's like, nope, I want nothing to do with any opportunities. I don't want to make any more money. I'm good where I'm at. I mean, I've heard that before from people. I don't want to make any more money. I'm good where I'm at. I'm like, dude, you got some serious issues, because your whole point in business is to make money. And if you can make money without doing much different, you know, you can just kind of tweak just one or two small things. Like, what I do is not massive fucking changes to your business. It's small little changes that at the end of the day add up to huge fucking dollars. And I'll be honest with you too. I can't help every single business out there. I cannot. First of all, I physically can't. And number two is some businesses are just doing it right, you know? But I'll tell you this. The one thing that I do know is that if I come across a business that I can help, it's day and night. Like, it is a lot. I can help you a lot if I can help you. You know what I mean? Like, most of my clients are making hundreds of thousands of dollars extra per year, if not millions, with how I do things. And I don't charge any upfront money for my services, which is the next crazy thing. Like, my services are free. My advice is free. All you got to do is just listen to me and implement it. And if you implement what I tell you to do, you're going to make more money. Period. That's the cool thing. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm doing now. That's where I've been. That's where I'm from. Now you know where I'm going. I'm going to tell you one last thing. That if you guys are in a place where you're not satisfied, you're not happy, you're not hitting your goals, you're not looking for a goal, you don't have a goal in mind that's worth going to, you just wake up every day and it's like fucking Groundhog Day. It's just a repeat. It's just a repeat. And you just do the same thing every weekend and you party, you get drunk, and you get trashed. Or maybe you're just starting out. Here's a big thing, guys. If you're just starting out, let me tell you this. I ran into this guy who I started coaching. He's a smart kid. Because he said this to me. He's like, Travis, I see you. I see your Instagram. I've heard about you. I've talked about you. I've talked to you now. And you know some things that I don't know. And because I don't know those things, my life is not as good as what I want it to be. He said, if I knew the things that you knew, I could have a life like yours, and it would be one step closer to my life that he wants to have. You know, because obviously he doesn't want the exact same life as me, but he wants a lot of the things that I have, and he wants to be able to do a lot of the things that I can do. And so he's like, dude, coach me, train me, teach me what you know, because I want to learn how to get to where you're at. So that way I can continue to grow and develop myself and, you know, be the first in my family to, you know, make six figures, to become a millionaire. Like he wants to be the first millionaire in his family. Like there's no millionaires in his family. He wants to be the first one. So if he can be the first millionaire in his family, then I think he's going to do a lot of good. So the point is, guys, is if you don't have the right information, then look for people who do have the information and do whatever you have to do to be in close proximity to them. Because if you're not near people who are successful and you're not putting in time and effort with people who are where you want to be, you're never going to get to where you want to be. You got to get close to people who are where you want to be because they know some shit that you don't fucking know. There's so many people that obviously know a lot more things than I know, but I know a lot of fucking shit, especially for people. I mean, gosh, anybody can benefit from the knowledge that I have, but the people who can appreciate even more are people who are just starting out. You know, I'm talking about dudes like, you know, men and women, young, just out of high school, just out of college, you know, just getting started, and you want to get a jump start on the next 10 years of your life. You want to know what to do and what not to do and what to do differently. I can tell you because I've lived your next 10 years. If you're 20 years old, 18 years old, I've lived your next 10 years and I can tell you what's going to happen in those 10 years. No matter what you do, no matter where you are, I can tell you because it's the same for everybody. Like once you've lived it, you understand that it's pretty much the same fucking experience. It's just up to you what type of experience you want to have. I can tell you the choices to make and what not to make so that way you don't end up where you don't want to be and where you end up where you want to be. You know, if you want to be a millionaire by the time you're 30, if you want to be, you know, six-figure earner by the time you're 21, if you, you know, want to have a family before, you know, you're 25, if you want to get married before you're 28, like whatever your goals are, right? I can tell you and teach you and show you the things to get there so that way you don't end up where you don't want to be. You're not adrift aloof. Because I'll tell you this, man, there's so much fucking shit that they don't tell you in school or college about life. There is so much shit that they don't tell you. And if you're smart, you would get in close proximity with somebody who can tell you what to expect, how to navigate that, and where to go. Okay? I'm offering you a roadmap to where you want to go. That's what I can offer to people. And it's not just for people starting out. It's for people, I can offer you a roadmap no matter where you're at in life, how to get to where I'm at. which is multiple six-figure earner, independent, business owner. I own multiple pieces of property. I'm doing the shit that I want to do. I'm able to help people along the way, and I want to be able to help you too. And so it's just all about helping people at the end of the day and getting in close proximity to people in any way that you can. That's what it's all about. This episode was one dedicated to me and just my life, and I just needed to vent and talk about my stuff, and just really, this has been a good exercise for me personally, because I don't share my story with a lot of people, and it's because I've always felt like people weren't interested in what I had to say. Like, that's just how I've always felt. And so me getting on camera and talking and telling you guys about my life and the shit that I've gone through and where I'm going and what I want to do and how I'm doing it, and all this stuff, it's like alien to me, because I've always just been the observer. Like, I'm always listening, observing, hearing what other people have to say, hearing their opinions, and just like really not expressing any of my own thoughts. And so this is new for me. And so more or less, like, I do a lot of this for me, number one. Number two, I do this for you, because I've began to realize, I've always had this thought in my brain, like, I don't need to tell anybody anything because everybody already knows it. Well, guess what? I've been finding out, man. Nobody knows jack shit. Like, nobody knows nothing. And I know all this stuff. Like, they say, what's the saying? Jack of all trades, master of none is oftentimes better than a master of one. I'm the fucking jack of all trades dude. Okay? I know a lot of shit about a lot of things. I'm not a master at too many things. I'm a master at quite a few things, but I'm not a master at a whole lot. And with my jack of all trades knowledge, I guarantee you I can help you solve a problem or two that's going to get you miles ahead of everybody else. Because I've been there. I'm interested in so many different things. Like, I like to learn about shit. I like to learn about history. I like to learn about culture, religion, family, friends, money, investing, stocks, bonds, real estate, crypto. Like, I'm pretty diversified in my knowledge because I like to learn about a lot of things. I like variety. I like tastes. I want to taste that. I want to taste that. I want to have a lick of that. I want to know so I can be like, never know we're going to need that. I just like to be well-versed, and I can help you. I can teach you. I can show you. I'm better than fucking ChatGPT. Ask me a question, I can spit out the answer, okay? But no, I'm not going to write an essay for you. But what I can do is I can help you have the tools, the resources, and the skills that you need to get to where you want to be, so ultimately you can hit your goals. That's what everything's about. It all comes down to this. So What's Your Goal is always about you hitting your goals, and it's about me expressing myself, teaching you guys things, sharing you with my knowledge, and just trying to network with you, like the listener. And I'll tell you this too, man. It's been a fucking minute since I've ever recorded an episode. Did you know this? I heard this the other day, and somebody was saying that only 1% of podcasts make it past episode 3. Well, I was already on episode 4, and then a whole bunch of shit happened, and I didn't have any time to record these, and now I'm on episode 5. So this is episode number 5. So just so you know, this is the top 1% of podcasts out there, because 99% of them never make it past episode 5. Boom. So you're listening to the top 1% of podcasts right now, because we're on episode 5, baby. So anyway, I want to tell you guys this too. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for sending this, sharing this with someone, telling them about me, offering someone who needs to listen to someone who can be a friend for them, who can, help them, teach them, show them, guide them. Like, I want to be that person for these people, for you, and if you're not looking for help, maybe there's somebody who is, and tell them about me, because I want to help people at the end of the day. It's going to help me, help you, help them, help you, help me. See, it goes both ways. I only win if you win. If you don't win, I don't fucking win. That's how it goes. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for listening. This has been episode number 5 of the So What's Your Goal podcast. If you guys haven't already, go to my Instagram, go to my YouTube, go to my Facebook, and search Real Travis Otto. That's Real Travis, OTTO. Go check me out. Give me a like, give me a follow, send me a message, drop a comment, do something crazy, share my stuff. Thank you again so much for listening. Peace out.